guys gonna broadcast?
Nice.
Oh,
It's muted, by the way.
yeah, I know. And welcome to the Brenner Family Field, where we begin the GMC playoffs for St. Joseph High School. Oh.
That is so delayed.
Hear that echo?
That is, it's so delayed. I heard it like 3 seconds after you said it.
CJ, I don't want CJ. Keep working. You guys aren't on, right? Okay, cool.
So talking like.
Yeah, I can talk.
Saying stuff in real life.
Yeah, so this game's going to be between Piscataway and St. Joe's, first game of the GMC's.
She like that. She like
Number
that.
7 ranked St. Joe's against the 10th ranked Piscataway team.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like a Sweet 16 format for the start of the GMC playoffs. St. Joe's actually got two buys in the first 2 rounds, being at that 7 seed. So now they're gonna play the number 10 seed Piscataway. St. Joe's also missing a couple starters right now, Captain Ricky Venegas and Captain Joseph Pinho.
Yeah, and
out for this game.
yeah, those 2 are out. Those are 2 big losses, but they also got back some players, including Armin. They also got back Pinho.
Yeah, Tim Sullivan also going to be starting at that forward position, usually one of the top options off the bench. But today, in the start of the GMC, he's going to get the start. Right now.
Oh, what? The scoreboard went out. Yo, the scoreboard went out. What the heck? What do you want me to do? So,
Shit. Go.
And welcome back after a couple of technical difficulties. Score is still 0-0 here at the Brenner Family Field. Just about 30 minutes left to play in the first half.
Yeah, so before we were interrupted, we were talking about a couple players coming back from injuries. Armin now, who has the ball. And early in the season, CJ was out for a while. He got back recently. Have Tim Sullivan filling in for Ricky V. So Chadwick, what do you think St. Joe's needs to do in order to try and win this game?
I think it's possession time. I think possession time is going to be a huge factor. I mean, the St. Joe's defense is definitely, probably the best part of this team. But just holding that ball and tiring out Piscataway is going to be the main factor to St. Joe's coming out of this with a W and advancing on the GMC playoffs.
So you just spoke about their defense, which is, you said, one of their best parts of their team. But without one of the captains, Ricky V, how do you think St. Joe's adjusts and fills in that void?
I think they adjust pretty well because I think CJ Mbakwe is actually going to be playing right back for them right now. And you also have Belichick back there. So, I mean, it's still the most talented part of this team in my opinion, especially when you put CJ back there, who might be the best just all-around soccer player on the team.
Mm-hmm. And Belichick, you were just speaking about last time I was here broadcasting one of the games. He was like a wall.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a bright spot for St. Joe's for the future. They have probably another year with these juniors. A couple seniors are committed. So we were speaking earlier about Joseph Pino. He's committed to Stevens Institute of Technology.
Yeah.
What do you think he means to this team and how that injury a couple games ago affected them?
He's a captain, so captains are always going to be the pinnacle of a team, the high point of the team, the leaders of the team. So losing him to injury is definitely going to be a factor. But I mean, him being back, just even on the sideline, is huge for the club. And I mean, I think that's all they need. Obviously, his play is outstanding, especially his footwork. I mean, some of the ball handling he has is nuts for a high school level. But I mean, just him being there and being a captain is really all this team needs right now to get past this round.
How do you think this surprise start for Tim Sullivan kind of enables him to do better next year when he probably will be given a bigger role?
Well, I think Tim's gotten in as a backup a decent amount. I think almost every game Tim's played coming off the bench, so he's definitely got the experience. But starting the game and playing most of the minutes is definitely going to be huge for him, just seeing how tired, how much the stamina comes down during a game.
So let's get back to this game. How do you like what you're seeing so far from both sides?
I mean, both teams are just really going at it right now. They're dribbling all the way down. The other team clears it all the way to the other goal, and it just keeps repeating itself over and over, both ways. So I mean, this game is up for grabs, like we said before, 7 versus 10.
So you think it's the offense getting past the defenders and they're not able to get through them, or it's just the defense playing really well?
I think both defenses for both teams have been playing great right now. Belichick making an incredible play right there to save it.
Yeah, and speaking of defenses and whole unit, Phil Zuska.
Yeah.
He's definitely one of the best players on the team. He's ridiculous how small he is relatively, but how well he's able to protect the goal.
No shot at Phil Zuska right there, but no, yeah, I mean, he has great vision too. I mean, he doesn't punt too often. When he gets the ball in his hands, he'll usually find the open man to his defenders because he knows the defenders are some of the most talented on the team, and he wants to get them the ball. So he's definitely got some great pass vision, and that definitely helps the team out a lot. And a great goalie too. I mean, him and I know Dan Aiken has come into the game a couple times too. He did pretty well. So we have two great goalies that can switch in and out, although mostly is Zuska.
So let me ask you one more question. If St. Joe's wins here today, how do you think they rank up against their next opponent?
I think St. Joe's is a underrated team GMC wise. So I think they can make a run. Will I bet on them to win the GMC championship? I wouldn't say so, but I mean I could see them making a run, semifinals at the best, which would be incredible for this program, which has struggled a lot in the past. But no, I could definitely see them making a deep run in the GMC playoffs if they come out of this game with a win.
Yeah, definitely. So now we're looking at about a little over 28 minutes. Like you said, both defenses are playing really well. deferring the ball back to the other side of the field as soon as it reaches them. So you think the offenses need to be a little more aggressive?
Yeah, the only problem when the offenses are way too aggressive is that when those star-sided defenses make a stop, then the counterattack is that much worse for the other team. So
Yeah.
it's definitely going to have to play it safe. If they want a goal, they're going to have to go aggressive, obviously. But if they go aggressive and it doesn't work, they could be letting one up on the very other side of the
Yeah,
field.
and especially with this matchup, seeing as both the teams are almost equally matched, you don't want to tire yourself out by the end of the first half. Because both teams know this is going to be a dogfight.
Oh, yeah. Like I said before, in March Madness, 7 versus 10 is always a game where everyone would always try and pick the 10 to be the underdog, but the 7 is always usually a slightly more talented team. So this game is going to go down to the wire for sure. And we could be seeing another overtime game this year for St. Joe's.
Yeah, I agree.
So both teams just working the ball
So
around.
Armin now was able to deflect wherever that player was passing. Goes out of bounds though. Speaking of Armin, he sprained his toe this year. He broke the same toe last year. He's playing right now with a little bit of an ankle injury. Do you think that's starting to take a toll on him in terms of his long-term playing ability?
I don't think long term, as in like the end of this year to senior year, but definitely in this game it's going to take a toll on him. He'll definitely have to be coming out every so often. He cannot play the full game today. But I think just him wanting to be out there in such an important game is really huge for the rest of the team to see.
Yeah, and he's been pretty aggressive so far. He doesn't seem to be walking on a limp or anything like that. So seems like he's doing fine right now, but definitely wouldn't want him to aggravate anything.
Yeah. Now Piscataway moving the ball out on the field.
Goes out of bounds.
And a good play there by Belichick. So Bobby's going to be checking in now. Or at the next stoppage. Charlie Algier also checked into the game.
Yeah, Charlie Algier is a speedster. He gets down the field really quickly. One of those energy players like Grant. They get going, kind of a boost for the rest of the team, seeing how they play, how they defend, how they get down the field. So definitely looking for them to make a big impact today.
No, definitely. Norman's going to check off as Bobby checks in.
Yeah, so seeing a bunch of players having different roles in this game doesn't seem to be making too much of an effect. For instance, we see CJ at right back. It's kind of awkward to see him there.
Yeah,
But at the same time, he's such a good player that doesn't seem to be a problem yet.
No, I'm sure he'll be playing more of a right wing back role just to have him up there on the attack for St. Joe's. So he'll be all over the field today for sure. Yeah, and like I said before, both teams just going back and forth right now near the midfield line.
Yeah, nothing too extraordinary yet. We've just been seeing the ball go back and forth. Defense is just booting it back to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, just about 24 minutes left to go. Once again, score is still 0-0. And you'll see that on the scoreboard too if the score ever does change on the broadcast. And Backway with a great clear there for St. Joe's. Christensen putting some pressure. Bobby Christensen, and he can't get it away from the defender.
Looked like the Piscataway player there was trying to recover that ball very gingerly. I don't think he expected the St. Joe's player to be there.
No, yeah, he definitely didn't expect Christensen to be going at him that hard, and that says a lot about St. Joe's. They're a real hustle team. They're going to be constantly going after the ball, no matter where it is in the field.
Yeah. Like you said, Falcon soccer's really underrated. think this is one of our better teams in comparison to the rest of our sports.
And yeah, especially in the past few years for soccer too. I mean, it's been a rough sport for St. Joe's. One on the lower end for sure.
One of the great things about this soccer team is that they're full of student athletes, you know.
Possible penalty there.
Now Piscataway
Yapazila.
trying to move it the other way. Passes it to his teammate.
Once again, St. Joe's keeping the pressure on. And that'll be a penalty called on Charlie Algier.
Piscataway players, 2 of them down. Actually, 1 is tying their shoe, the other one is down.
And we'll see if the player is just... And no, he's
Just getting back
soccer
up.
flop. We got to get used to that. We haven't seen that too much in this year for St. Joe's, and hopefully it doesn't continue, because that's arguably the worst part of soccer. Jeremiah Fairman confirms that it will continue this soccer season. Piscataway now on the attack against St. Joe's. And
Booted
Ibaka,
back.
yet another clear.
So while we're waiting for the ball to be thrown back in bounds, I was told to give a special shout out to Luis Matos Jr.
On the bench right now. Did he tell you to give that shout out?
He did, yeah. Gotta respect the wishes.
Oh.
Speaking of on the bench, Armin Pickles still on the bench.
Yeah, and the goalie just came all the way out to midfield to stop the ball. And then had to sprint back, and now there's a player down for St. Joe's. Can't really see who it is, but it looks like he's just going to tie his shoe.
Yeah, that was a real scare for St. Joe's right there. Already so many players just now coming back from injuries or still injured.
Yeah, we'll see if he turns around. We can see his number.
Yeah, that seems to be John Carlos Garay. One of the better players on the team. He's so skilled. Not as elusive as some other players, but his skill is almost unrivaled on this team.
Yeah, and the free kick there was to Charlie Algier, who couldn't get in the net.
And
Got the header, but it
Ethan
just didn't have enough
Federico there
velocity on there.
heads it. St. Joe's pushes it. Ref stops the clock there.
Yes, we'll get a goal kick for Piscataway just about halfway through the first half here. 20 minutes left to go. So here's the free kick for Piscataway. It'll be.
So
It's taken away
St.
by
Joe's,
Falcons.
Piscataway recovered it back, but gave it right back to St. Joe's. Phil Zuska picks it up right off the ground. I'm going to take a wild guess and say he's going to pass it to his defense, and he does.
And that was a great play there by Phil and by Garay.
So Nazari passes it to Grant, who turns it over. But CJ gets it back.
Yeah, Grant might have gotten fouled there. No call. Ball spins back to Piscataway.
Yeah, Peeway recovered it. Just
Good
kicked
defense
right
from
out of
Algier.
bounds.
St. Joe's with a possible attack now. Celiak.
Right out of bounds.
Yeah, ball goes too
So
wide.
Ben, looking at the amazing fan turnout today, think it's playing an impact on St. Joe's performance?
No. I don't think it's playing an impact on either team's performance right now. I believe right now it is just parents and us. So, no.
Rivaling the football games from what it looks like. Piscataway player looked a little bit surprised that the ball was given to him. Kind of shook his head in a funny way. Piscataway making a push now. Intercepted by the Falcons.
Billichek with the clear. Christensen
And
Bad
Belichick is
touch.
so good at clearing that ball out.
Oh, yeah. Like we said before, he's a stone wall out there. Like, nothing gets past him.
Yeah.
It's a huge asset for St. Joe's. Another clear there. Christensen has a chance now. Bobby Christensen trying
Balls.
to draw a foul.
Fans were expecting a penalty there. As you can hear, fans are going crazy.
Crowd's getting riled up now.
Like I said, amazing fan attendance.
St. Joe's now on midfield. Grant
Piscataway pushing
loses the
it.
ball.
Good numbers.
P-Way on the push. The shot gets past Phil, but it also goes out of bounds. So St. Joe's with a lucky one there.
So it looked like they could have made something happen. They had good numbers. Looked to be a 3-on-3. They could have definitely made something happen there. Kind of disappointing for P-Way, but I guess pleasant surprise for St. Joe's.
Yeah, Jaden Odoms on the shot there for Piscataway. Had a real chance, just couldn't find the back of the net. So we'll get a goal kick for St. Joe's. Christensen with the header, and it'll go right back over to the Piscataway goalie.
Who do you think's playing better so far, Ben?
Honestly, I think it might be Piscataway. I think they have more shots on goal and possession time right now. So far it has been, I mean, it's like maybe 51% to 49%, something like that. But if I had to pick one, to be Piscataway. But I mean, both teams look pretty much exactly even right now.
Yeah, both defenses are holding, but from the crazy fans who are here,
Free kick is way too
expecting
high.
more penalties than we're getting called.
Yeah. Pena with the free kick flies over.
Piscataway in no
Post.
rush to start the possession.
Goal kick from Piscataway.
CJ
Mbakwe.
breaks it up.
And I think they're going to call a handball on CJ Mbakwe right there.
So he's a
Free
little
kick.
bit under midfield.
Yeah, free kick for PY at the 45-yard line. There's the kick. It's a pretty good one. And he can't find the back of the net.
So that was another relief for St. Joe's. That's
Yeah.
2 of them now. Piscataway was able to get really deep into their defense, but nothing came out of it. Do you think St. Joe's should be worried about those at all?
That one they had a real chance on. And the player for Piscataway, I believe it was Jaden Odoms again. The player for Piscataway got his head on it, but he just couldn't aim it towards the net. So St. Joe's should definitely be worried about this. And they're getting some good luck so far, but they can't rely on that.
Yeah, and it looks like they're about to put Ethan Elizondo, it looks like, in.
They're definitely one of the more physical players for St. Joe's.
And if you've seen the guy, you could tell he's pretty strong. No, he's not weak by any means.
Yeah, he got a goal in the last home game St. Joe's played against Colonia, I believe it was.
So I believe that's Charlie. Boots it into Piscataway territory. Now Piscataway's trying to push towards St. Joe's goal.
Piscataway with a real chance here.
It's broken up.
And that'll be a penalty on Piscataway, so it'll be a free kick for St. Joe's.
Just slide tackled right into him. The ball was already out of bounds.
Pretty much a goal kick, just further off to the side. Just about 14 minutes left to go now in the first half. Score remains 0-0. St. Joe's versus Piscataway. First round of the GMCs. Bobby Christensen on the attack now. And nothing to it. Defender gets there first. Number 4, Pedro Naranjo.
So they put Ethan Elizondo back in, but no sight of Armin Pickles yet. You think it's approaching the time where he usually comes back in or you think they should hold off until the second half?
I think they should hold off until. I mean, I'm not down there. I don't know how he's feeling or what the trainer is thinking, but I would say just play it safe. Unless if they were down 1 or down 2, maybe then you put him in, try and get back in this game. But right now, I think you can leave him out and feel pretty good about it. St. Joe's now with the ball.
Passes it over to Mbakwe.
Mbakwe
Scouting it out. He passes it to Ethan Elizondo, but
that'll be a corner for St. Joe's. And it.
Yeah, but.
Oh, that'll be a goal kick for Piscataway.
Piscataway's defense was all over that one.
I don't think Elizondo touched the ball at all. I think that was definitely out on a Piscataway header, but.
Yeah, like I said,
for Piscataway.
Piscataway is all over it. I didn't even see Ethan touch it.
I could have sworn that was a corner kick that would be coming up for St. Joe's right now, but apparently not. We're just waiting for.
There's been a lot of shoe tying so far in this game.
Tie a shoe.
Seen about 8 kids tie their shoe already. Pino.
Good plays by Pino. Selak. Good ball movement by Celiak. St. Joe's finally.
Piscataway pushing it now.
Piscataway in the push now. Great defensive play.
I think that was Ethan Federico who stepped up there. So Ben, so far in this game, right, my opinion, Piscataway's tempo and pace has just been much better than St. Joe's. You think that's at all because of those seniors we were talking about who were out for a while?
I think it definitely could be. I mean, tempo is usually, for every home game at least that we've broadcasted, tempo has been the main reason why St. Joe's has been so successful at the games we've gone to. But right now, I mean, they're on the opposite end of it.
Yeah, and while you were speaking there, Mbakwe picked up a penalty, kind of pushed the Piscataway player, looked like.
So we'll get a free kick now. At the 42-yard line. It's a good free kick. It's cleared by Mbakwe. Selak advances it. Good footwork there by Selak. He's still going. We haven't seen much of this all year, but Selak with a shot, and it's right at the goalie.
So let me interrupt you for a second. Grant's usually one of those players who's always on the field. Oh. So like I was saying, Grant's one of those players who's always on the field. I don't think he's on the field right now. Usually stays in for a majority of the game. Yeah, so while we're so rudely interrupted by Mr. Bogacheski here, Armin came back in the game. We were just talking about him.
Yeah, we were talking about Grant too. Grant's one of those big hustle players for St. Joe's, and they're on the attack now.
Goes right up in the air.
Cleared up. Yeah, but Grant is always giving 100%, always going in for slide tackles, sacrificing his body to try and get the ball back. And Elizondo is fouled.
So for Piscataway, their best defensive player has been a kid in neon shoes. I'll just stick to calling him that. He's been all over St. Joe's players so far.
We're going to get a real close free kick here for St. Joe's.
Ref now tying his shoes too. Everyone's tying their shoes.
That's our fifth shoe tire this game.
Everybody's shoes just.
Oh, and that ball is right outside of the penalty box. That is That is brutal for St. Joe's.
I don't know about that one. That was in the box.
See if they can make anything out of
Oh.
it.
Right off the head of the Piscataway defender.
Piscataway just sends it right out of bounds. Like we were saying, Piscataway defense has been holding up really well tonight. St. Joe's tempo has clearly been a little bit weaker than Piscataway's.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the big parts of the St. Joe's defense is Grant. St. Joe's is advancing the ball down the field now. So Dylan, since your older brother is Grant, is there any reason why he's not playing out in the game more right now?
What's up?
Since your older brother is Grant, is there any reason why he's not out there like he usually is more often?
It's terrible. So stalkered. Oh wait, are you on the broadcast?
So
We are on the broadcast as Dylan disses his older brother. I will not repeat it, but I think it is on there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're back now after
Dylan
Dylan so rudely
interrupts us again. He's just been
interrupts
doing it
us.
all day.
only to diss his older brother. So I'm sure this broadcast will be played multiple times in their household tonight.
So not to point fingers or anything, but St. Joe's defense has been holding up. Offense, do you think needs to do a much better job, or do you think?
I mean, they could do better, but this Piscataway defense, like you said, has been just as good as the St. Joe's defense. So both these offenses, no matter how good they are going to really struggle.
And Piscataway pushes it now, but St. Joe's takes it away.
Oh, and some good footwork there
Sent
by Nuns.
right back over to Piscataway. Trying to figure out what to do with the ball now. Play hot potato with it. Give it right to Charlie. Charlie now trying to scout out the field.
I think that's Selak, actually.
My apologies.
That's not Sulak, guys. It's Yahoo.
Chilak, actually, is his last name.
No, it's Celiac. I think.
Is it Celiac?
Pretty sure it is Celiac.
Okay.
Grant's just has a thing for interrupting.
Oh, Dylan.
Dylan, sorry.
The one clearly better at soccer, according to him. So let's not get him mixed up.
So St. Joe's defense holds again. Tim now. So right to Pino, who tries to give it to Armin, but
Armin
Armin
can't keep up
loses
with
it.
it. Some good defense by Armin.
Fans telling Armin to work.
So
And he does.
Piscataway.
Gets the ball. Pino, footwork, like you said, is amazing. He was just able to maneuver the ball right around the Piscataway
Elizondo
player.
with a real opportunity here. And that'll be a corner kick for St. Joe's. Just about 4.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Score remains 0-0. St. Joe's with the corner kick now. Kick is up. It's a decent one. And it's cleared to the other side. Will Sullivan. Tim Sullivan had a real chance there. Just got past him, so we're going to get another corner kick right here.
Right, so
It'll
approaching
be a throw-in, actually.
approaching halftime, what do you think the coaches have to say to their teams?
I think the coaches need to mainly talk to the offenses. I don't think the defenses have anything wrong. The throw is up. And once again, St. Joe's can't put it in the back of the net.
So there was a chance there. Just unable to make anything out of it. Like you said, offenses need to pick it up out here.
Yeah, I think the coaches, I don't know what they could say, maybe move the ball around more, be more protective of the ball. I'm not really sure what they could do.
I think, again, what it comes down to is the pace in which they push the ball.
Yeah.
You know, overall tempo of the team, they're playing really sluggish so far.
So we'll get another corner kick here. Pino. Corner is up, and it's a low one. And we'll get another try at it. And what I'm surprised is that CJ Mbakwe is not up there, being how tall he is. The header is up.
You feel like St. Joe's is wasting the potential of one of their best players if he's
I mean, I think they definitely do need some talent to replace Venegas at that right back spot. But also, I mean, on the corner kicks, I don't think it's that big of a deal to have him up there and throw maybe Armin back at defense for a little bit.
But like we said, this St. Joe's team is so deep, I think it wouldn't hurt to maybe try and put CJ back in his normal position.
Maybe, yeah. So Piscataway in the attack, just nearing about the 1.5 minute mark.
So
left to go.
Piscataway again pushing it.
And
Broken
again,
up
good
there.
defense by St. Joe's. Yeah, it's been the story of the game so far.
Not just St. Joe's, but both teams.
Yeah, great play by Nuns right there. That was a great defensive play, picking that pass off.
So now we're looking at a minute and a half left in the half. Piscataway throws it in.
Yeah, both teams going back and forth right now in midfield. I doubt we see any more shots on goal or any chances left.
Yeah, it
in
seems
this
they're
game,
just trying to
in
get
this
through the half.
Yeah. And it looks like Zuska is going to come out. And a dangerous play there. Zuska.
Zuska punts it away. Very rare play from Zuska. Usually never does that. Ethan Elizondo trying to push, but heads it out of bounds, trying to pass it to himself.
Just about 45 seconds now in the first half. St. Joe's possibility here.
St. Joe's throws it over to Pino, who gives it to Armin. Sent back
Silak
to
Mbakwe. Mbakwe looks to get a cross in. He will. Looked good. Elizondo. And the shot is wide. Doesn't go.
So that was a real opportunity. One of the best opportunities St. Joe's had so far.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the. I gotta say, what a cross by CJ Mbakwe.
And that's just a glimpse of what CJ could do, right?
He's an all-around player. He's one of the best defenders on the team, one of the best attackers, one of the best passers. I mean, he's just
a soccer player.
Yeah, he's just
good at everything. And call a penalty on the Falcons. Clock runs out.
And that'll do it for the first half. St. Joe's 0, Piscataway 0, tied as they enter the second half. We're going to leave the camera on, and we'll be back with the broadcast when the second half begins.
And we are back for the second half. The GMC first round, St. Joe's and Piscataway. Dylan, what did you see in the first half that you think St. Joe's and Piscataway both need to fix for this second half?
Yeah, I think everybody played really well. Defensively, I think it's really just going to come down to whoever makes that first mistake. Defensively is really just going to be the opportunity, and any opportunity that you've been able to get for Piscataway, St. Joe's defense just been able to shut it down.
What players are you looking at here to make a big difference in the second half comparatively to the first?
I think Joseph Pinho back on the field, Jakob and Bobby Christensen. I think those three players, they can all work together, work the ball around. I think they'll be able to get one in the net. Ethan Federico, the goal kick. About to midfield.
Two headers, but sent back in the other direction, back towards St. Joseph's.
And Mbappe, a great defensively play, keeping that out. Good play there. Not letting any players get into that. And now Federico, gonna get a goal kick here. And Piscataway gonna get it. Federico goes D to D. Naz and turns it over. Piscataway gonna get a chance here. And Joe Nuns gets it out here.
So Ethan Elizondo started this half. He didn't start the first half, I believe. Again, I think that's Grant's spot he's filling in for. You think something wrong with your older brother, Dylan?
I'm not sure. He might just be taking a break, might be tired, anything like that. But I do love Ethan Elizondo. Of course, as we know, he's a transfer student. Couldn't play for the first half of the season, but the second half he's been a great impact on this team, offensively and defensively. Very aggressive player.
Speaking of Grant, funny story. We always talk about how energetic he is. Heard from some of the coaches that he likes to crush 4 Red Bulls before each game.
Oh yeah, he's definitely big on his energy drinks, anything to get him going. He's definitely a very enthusiastic player.
As Belichick sends that back.
Christensen up to Pinho, and now up to Elizondo.
So
and
Pinho was
kicked out.
trying to race for that ball. The goalie sent it back. Is there a different goalie on right now for No, my
I'm not
mistake.
Sure, no, I don't think so. I think they kept with the same goalkeeper. As we do know, both goalies been fantastic. Pinho, now to Elizondo, and turned over. And now, Piscataway. Jakob sliding, keeping that in. Great play there by Jakob. And Piscataway. Here he comes.
Piscataway player just running right through the St. Joe's defense.
And great run by Federico. And a great job, Ethan.
Oh, and it
Federico
seems
down
like
all the
a
way over.
Piscataway player is seriously hurt, or it's another one of those soccer player flops, but definitely not hoping he's hurt. But he looks seriously hurt.
Yeah, it looks like definitely a major injury. And also a starter, so could have a big effect offensively. He does not look good.
Yeah, he is hitting the ground in frustration.
Grabbing that right, seems like right knee, and just does not look good. Of course, we always hope that he's good, but right now, looks in critical condition.
Yeah, that's a big blow for Piscataway, seeing as they're playing pretty fast and pretty well so far. Definitely not a great sight for them, I
And
believe.
it was a great chase down. What made him get hurt? Great chase down by Ethan Federico to chase him down, get that ball out of play, and they just collided.
Yeah, and that ball was a 50-50 ball. Both sides were racing for that. They both got there at the same time, and unfortunately, Federico slides right into the foot of number 24 there. Seriously in pain.
So that is Jaden Doom on the field right now.
So we'll be back shortly whenever this is sorted out. So we're back now. Player was able to hop on one foot over to the cart.
Getting carted off, nothing.
So it seems
not a good scene here.
Piscataway has a corner kick here. See if they can make something of it. So far this game, they've been really pushing St. Joe's defense, but nothing really came out of it. Bunch of fruitless attempts. For the St. Joe's kids, they know that's a Membean word.
Kick going way over outside the 18 box and couldn't answer there. CJ Mbakwe to throw into Jakob. Turnover there. Jakob battling right for it, and great job by Jakob getting the ball right back and limping there. Throw in from CJ to Pinho. Pinho back to the D. That's Federico. Federico, D to D to Naz. Naz now up and turned over here. Could Piscataway do something? No, they could not. Zuska comes out, makes the save.
So Dylan, let me ask you, how do you think winning this game changes the opinion of other teams on St. Joe's?
I think a lot of people underlook St. Joe's. Definitely one of the most underrated teams in the GMCs. Had a couple losses that I definitely think they could win.
Yes.
And I think if they play exactly how they're playing right now, very aggressive, they're getting shots, they're getting great passes, they're playing great defense, and if they could just keep going on and win this game, it'll definitely boost their motivation.
Yeah, like you said, I believe they're overlooked too. People always talk about the basketball and the football sometimes, but they don't usually talk about soccer.
Yes, definitely been St. Joe's best year in the past couple years. As we know, St. Joe's hasn't been the best in the past couple years.
They've been riddled with injuries, but it hasn't really affected them too much. They've been able to battle through it so far. You kind of hope that it won't affect their GMC run in any way, though.
Yeah, now you think so. Armin was out, and so was Pinho against
Yeah,
against
and
Old Bridge. And
CJ was out for the first couple games as well.
so now you wonder if they had all those players like they do now, if they would have jumped out to a hotter start. There's a goal punt there. Off the elbow, shoulder of Federico. And still going through. Touch there. Perth Amboy trying to set something up here. Piscataway. And a foul.
Another penalty on St. Joe's. There's been a couple of those already in this half. I think that was on Ethan Federico again.
Yeah, and that's definitely not a spot you want to foul just outside the 18, but still crucial chance for Piscataway.
So you definitely hope that nothing is made out of this one here for St. Joe's. Piscataway's in a really favorable position. They lost that one player. I believe his name was Jason Adu. So, big hit to their offense, and they just kick it right over the goal.
So St.
They
Joe's
just start playing football. That went right through the goal post. Perfect, right through the middle.
Federico getting it out and still trying to get it out. And now a whistle. So a free kick. Ethan Federico.
So I think so far this game, while Ricardo is out, I think the person who's been making the biggest impact on defense has been Ethan Federico. He's definitely stepped up. Obviously, we have CJ playing more of a defensive role today. But he's playing more of a facilitator role as well. You saw him make a couple passes to his teammates, but they weren't able to make anything out of it.
Yeah, and definitely CJ, really scary player, just his ability. So he's very fast, very skilled player on offense. We saw him against Olbridge, just really good. And there's Ethan Elizondo, great battle, and he draws a foul. Great job. Everybody excited about that one, and now St. Joe's another opportunity.
So Joe Pino, yeah.
With a free kick here.
Like we were saying earlier, Joe Pino is one of those special players, really skilled, amazing footwork, really fast.
And committed to a great D3 school, Stevens. And this one right to
Great
CJ.
kick there.
Nobody there, rebound. And couldn't
Another
steal in
opportunity.
the box here, and they finally clear it.
That was one of the better attempts St. Joe's got today, if not the best.
Now a throw in for Piscataway. They got it out. Charlie keeping it in, and now out. Federico, a header there, right to Piscataway player. And CJ getting back. Great job there. And a great play by...
Yeah, another slide tackle. I think that's like the third one we saw already this half. Tim Sullivan's about to check back in.
Tim
So
had
you
one
got
of
to
his
think with
first
the way.
starts today.
Yeah, so you got to think with the way the rotations have been going today. Tim's gonna check in now, and then in a bit, Armin's gonna check in and close out the game. Still not sure what's going on with Grant. I'm not sure if he's he's not in right now either.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Seems like he's just on the bench and watching the game from there.
Maybe he's that energy and tempo that St. Joe's is missing right now. They looked a little bit lifeless in the first half, but could have been caused by Grant's absence.
Now Bobby Christensen coming out and Tim Sullivan coming into the game. We'll start off with a throw-in from Nuns. And a kick there.
So Nuns again breaks that up.
See Nuns playing a little defensively in their defensive zone. Zuska gonna look to reset everything and he's trying to throw the ball or roll to somebody. Piscataway sees that he loves doing that, and now he'll just boot it to midfield.
So that's 2 punts we saw already from Zuska. A little bit surprising.
Pinho, a great footwork there, and now come flying down is Jakob. Gets fouled there, and then it'll draw up another free kick for St. Joe's.
So we've had a penalty-riddled beginning of the second half. You think that's slowing down the game here with more penalties would be better for St. Joe's or worse for them?
Yeah, I think St. Joe's is really playing really hard, and the only way Piscataway stopping them is just on these fouls. So I think eventually St. Joe's going to answer and get one here.
So Pino now, another good kick.
And a great ball there. Charlie couldn't get there. Keeper beats them to it.
So last time Pino kicked it away like that, there had 2 opportunities to score. Piscataway's defense has been playing really good, but...
And now they're going to give a yellow card. I believe that's Ethan Elizondo. A questionable call. I'm not sure what it was. And so now Grant Boguszewski back in the game here.
Maybe they were just saving him for the end of the second half. I think both teams knew coming into this that it was going to go down to the wire. So maybe it was a tactical thing from the coach. Immediately, Grant comes into the game, makes an impact.
That's what's so great about Grant. He's such an aggressive player. He's always all over that ball. When he gets beat, he's always back. He's just a great player like that.
Yeah, like we said, he's one of those energy players that's vital to a team. One of those glue guys. Without him, the team is a little bit slow, no tempo. You can see that as soon as he comes into the game, stuff is already moving a little bit faster.
And now,
Now
a
Piscataway
3-on-2.
making a push, a 2-on-1.
And now in the 18, and they're not going to call it offside. Zuska with a beautiful stop there.
Yeah, so that's a great job by Phil there. It was a 2-on-1. Piscataway definitely had numbers over St. Joe's. It was like Ethan Federico back. Phil read it perfectly. So now Ethan Federico about to kick it away.
A beautiful boot. And no St. Joe's get. No green jerseys get on it. Tim right there. Great block there. Charlie traps it down, and now maybe some light from St. Joe's. And great job by John Carlos keeping it in. And a foul there. And, oh, he looks like in some discomfort here. A great player, and he seems like he's all right. He hops back up.
So it
So
looks like
free kick
Alejandro Ruiz is about to check in.
He's getting a lot of playing time in this game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be formative for next year. You see all these juniors getting minutes. Obviously, Armin's a big player. Grant's a big player for this team. You see a sophomore in Bilacek, John Carlos Garay. All these juniors getting more and more time as the season progresses. Definitely something to look out for St. Joe's in the future.
Yeah, St. Joe's kick here right to the goalkeeper. But as I was going to say, St. Joe's has over 12 juniors, so most of this team, they could actually have a full lineup of just juniors if they wanted to. CJ getting back, but misses the ball here. Piscataway looking for something here. A cross here.
So now
Great
Phil
job there
takes it away.
by Naz, shielding the ball.
I think you could see the how the absence of number 24 on that right side of the offense has been taking a toll already on them.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they've been too good offensively.
So Phil boots it away again.
Right to Jakub and right back to Zuska. Resetting here, Zuska.
So
to
Phil
CJ.
gives it to CJ.
Mbakwe, and
Oh,
that could be crucial. You never want to see that.
seems fine, but you know, every time CJ goes down, it's a little bit scary for St. Joe, seeing how he was out for such a big portion of the year already. Especially in the GMCs, they'd hate to lose him.
So now from a free kick to now a throw in. So CJ will throw it in. Seems like he's all right. Just
Speaking of CJ, I think St. Joe's definitely wants to see him take more of a facilitator role and try and get down the field and get his teammates some looks at the goal. So Alejandro checks in now. Takes the spot of
John Carlos.
John Carlos.
First time out of the game, John Carlos. A great game he played.
Piscataway making a push now. Phil takes it away.
And as Kath said earlier, the offense just hasn't been the same for Piscataway ever since number 24 came out. But also St. Joe just continues to dominate defensively.
So almost reaching halfway through the second half. Gotta get the sense that time is ticking and St. Joe's or Piscataway needs to make something happen here.
And CJ, great play there. Kicking it out, but goes right to Piscataway. Oh, two players collide. That's Grant CJ. They reposition here, and a shot, and what a save by Phil Zuska. Oh my. What a gorgeous stop there. Great chance for Piscataway, and Zuska shuts the door. What
Yeah,
a
and
stop.
that truly just shows why Zuska is so valuable. You could see how he just almost flew. He has an ability where he's just able to read where that ball's going sometimes.
Yeah, Zuzka definitely, he's still a junior and one of the best goalies across the league. Just his ability to get around, move around the net. He's not the tallest goalie, and now some whistles here. So there's going to be a yellow card. It's going to be against St. Joe's, and not sure who it's going to. I think it's going to be Tim Solomon.
Yeah, so like we said, score still 0-0. Yeah, the penalties have been racking up so far in the second half. We saw a couple on Federico. We saw one on Nuns, I believe. Now we're seeing one on Tim Sullivan.
And
You
now
think this is going to start taking a toll on St. Joe's?
I hope St. Joe's stops taking fouls. Hope they can get it out and continue playing great defense. As now Tim's out and Ethan Elizondo, excuse me, back into the game here. So it'll be a corner kick. So Tim gonna be checking right back in. He's on the sideline right now.
Piscataway heads it. CJ heads it too.
And just a
bunch of
game
headers.
right now, and this one's gonna be another good field goal. Here, if it was a football game, there'd be a better score.
Yeah, definitely. Seen a couple of those already. I would say St. Joe's needed one of those kids kicking for them, but we do have a pretty good kicker right now.
You sure do. Now, Federico, as he usually does, taking the goal kick here. And a great
So that was
boot
another
midfield.
beautiful kick.
Yako in the missed touch here, and now they turn it over. Here's Pinho. Pinho looking for somebody. He's got Yako. And now there's some confusion here on the sideline. They think that it's St. Joe's ball, but I think they're going to call it against Piscataway. No, it's going to be St. Joe's ball. Grant. A good touch there. And this one's just going to go out of bounds here.
So Dylan, what are you seeing in this second half that's different from the first, good or bad?
I think at the beginning of the first half, second half, you saw a lot of aggression from St. Joe's, especially offensively, and now the momentum has shifted.
Yeah, like you said, St. Joe's was a little aggressive to start the first half. We saw that beautiful kick from Pino, but a couple headers, but nothing was made out of it. So that's Bilacek now who sends it over to...
And they're going to call it offsides. What a great pass from Jakob to...
I think that was Ethan Elizondo.
Elizondo.
So I think Chadwick was saying a little while back that he had a goal last week. There was definitely an opportunity there. But another penalty, like we said. St. Joe's is maybe those penalties will start catching up to them.
A boot to midfield, and now Mbakwe gets it. Great job shielding it. Goes out of bounds, so St. Joe's will be back on the ball. Mbakwe with the throw in here. Right to Grant. Grant, a missed touch there, and now Piscataway with a chance. Moves in, a shot! Crossbar, and it's going to be a goal. Oh, what a beautiful shot.
That's unlucky for St. Joe's. Phil originally blocked it, but it went behind him. So we're back after the 1-0 goal.
was a beautiful shot. Hits the crossbar and just an unfortunate bounce off Zusko's hand and just goes in the net. Pinho missed the ball here. And now they miss it. And now trying to get it back here. And it's going to go out of bounds here.
Yeah, I mean, that shot before, I mean, Zuska saved it. Zuska saved it. It hit the top of the crossbar, came back down, hit him in the back of the head.
Yeah,
and then it went right in. I mean, that is just so unlucky for St. Joe's.
It really was. It just was a complete luck on Piscataway's end. The shot that just hit the crossbar, and you never know what those crossbars and posts are going to do. Like, usually it bounce out, but that one goes straight down.
Yeah, and unless St. Joe's scores a goal in these next 19 minutes, they're going to be out of the GMC tournament. This is the first round. They could be losing to the 10th seed as the 7th seed. So this is not, I mean, obviously not what St. Joe's wants. But, I mean, they're in some real danger right here.
And here's Ethan Federico getting held here, and now there's going to be a foul.
That's got to be a yellow card.
Oh, yeah, sure has to be. Yep. And now going to be a yellow card after a lot of yelling from both sides.
And, yep, there's the yellow.
And there we go. We got a yellow card, and now another opportunity. Ethan Federico, that big kick. They love using him for those long-range shots. So we'll get another chance here. Free kick there. The midfield, and now St. Joe's going to get a throw in. It's going to be Ethan Elizondo. But now they're going to give it to Federico.
Yeah, and St. Joe's has to go full attack right now. Only 18 minutes, and they desperately need a goal. Because if they don't, they're out. So, I mean, this is a must-win game. It's a winner-go-home game. So we'll see what the strategy is from Coach Roca. There's a corner up for St. Joe's, and it goes in!
Score, St. Joe's!
The corner is up.
They tie it. It's Ethan Elizondo.
Ethan Elizondo with the
What
header.
A shot! Oh my, what a goal!
St. Joe's ties up the game. What a shot! What a corner kick! 1-1. And St. Joe's is right back in this game.
Wow, what a goal.
What a play by the Falcons.
And that's the second time this season that's happened that Ethan Federico with that kind of throw in.
Oh, of course,
right
yeah,
on net.
yeah.
And it's just that throw in so powerful. It's almost like them getting a corner kick.
Yeah, it really did look like it. And then Elizondo puts it in. What a play right there by St. Joe's. 1-1. St. Joe's, Piscataway.
So as you see on the sideline, Bobby Christensen and Dennis gonna check into the game. Next whistle. And Tim staying with it here, and now we can get another chance. Pinho to Jakob.
St. Joe's.
Jakob cuts back inside.
Another chance possibly. Mbakwe now. Elizondo.
Off the
Oh,
shin
yes,
guard,
some
and now they'll get it out.
Great defense by Piscataway there.
Grant flying in, misses that. That's a great slide tackle, gets it out, and a beautiful play there.
That's Bilicek again. The stone wall. Nothing gets past him.
And he's only a sophomore, so exciting to see how he develops throughout the next 3 years he has at St. Joe's. Wide open guy. Whiffs on that kick.
Grant with the clear. And that'll be a throw-in for the Falcons.
So now St. Joe's will have Bobby, Dennis, and John Carlos.
So Dylan, if you're St. Joe's here, how do you play this? Do you keep the aggression on? You have that momentum right now. You just scored a goal. Or do you play it safe since you're now tied?
I say go right for it. You have 16 minutes left. Of course, there's plenty of time, even if they do score, for the other team to score. But I think you just go right down and get any chance you will, because you do know both the defense have been playing great. So it all depends on whoever makes that mistake. But I think if I'm St. Joe's, you got the momentum. Momentum's on your side, so just go right down and score. And a
great ball by Christensen.
And now Christensen to Jakob. Jakob. Back to Christensen.
And that's a
foul there. And they're going to call it. And,
Bobby's staying on the ground.
This is not good. The freshman, Bobby Christensen, in a lot of discomfort here. Went down hard. And I don't believe it's going to be a card.
Yeah, I mean, he might have gotten a little bit of ball there eventually, so they won't card him, but scary play there, but he'll get up, and he looks to be okay.
So now a free kick could be another opportunity for St. Joe's. Just under 16 minutes to play here. Joseph Pinho, St. Joe's captain, free kick here.
Pinho with the shot,
net,
and it goes in!
Joseph
Pinho with the free kick goal for St. Joe's.
Back from injury, and what a shot! Wasn't even that high, and goes left bottom corner.
The 33-yard free kick for Joseph Pinho.
And St. Joe's takes the lead for the first time in this game. Just under 16 minutes. What a shot.
And St. Joe's is up 2-1 now after being down 0-1 against Piscataway. What a comeback for the Falcons.
And now Piscataway not taking any days off here. They're going to come right down. Grant, great job defensively. Great job. All he could do is just get it out. And now, definitely questionable call there. I think they might call it no, they're going to call it a goal.
Yeah, they're going to give Zuzka a goal kick right here. And now I'm going to ask the same question. Now if you're St. Joe's, now do you play it safe?
Now I play it safe. I
Obviously,
play it definitely
yeah.
very defensively. Play it smart. Just don't let them get on the ball. And if they do, everybody got to get on a man. So now Tim back in the game. Bobby slowly getting off.
Bobby will check off, and CJ will check in.
And a beautiful kick, as normal, from Ethan Federico. Now Grant.
St. Joe's just trying to maintain the lead right now.
Tim can't do anything with it. And
good footwork there.
And a great job by Tim getting back and stealing that ball right back. Here's Charlie. Algier. Still has it. Now turns it over. Giancarlo's physical play there. Piscataway stays out with it.
Good defense there by Nuns.
Nuns looking upfield. Tim.
Oh, and Tim.
Misses it here.
St. Joe's just needs to maintain possession of the ball. Keep taking it away, but then giving it right back. Possession time is crucial right now in these last 14 minutes with St. Joe's being up 1. Winner advances to the second round of the GMC playoffs.
And loser goes home.
Loser goes home.
And in the box here. Nice, great play there, and a great clear there by
Belichick right there.
And now Dennis out here. So CJ in the game. Also Ray is in the game, and they'll take out Elizondo. They might put him back in for the last couple minutes.
Yeah, he definitely uses up a lot of energy whenever he plays, so he needs breaks every so often, but he will definitely be back in this game if I was the coach.
Out here, great job, and they keep it in, but then Nas gonna get it out. And
Belichick is down.
slow to get up, and now he's down.
And Belichick is down. Looks like he might have gotten kneed or kicked in the kneecap.
And
he'll
very
get up
slow
there.
to get up. Federico. Goal kick here. High kick. It's going to be great play there by Ray. Turns it over here. CJ. He's back in the game. Nice chip pass. John Carlos couldn't get there. And now great physical play to get that ball back. No foul, so they'll play on.
Piscataway on the attack now.
And Zuska.
Good save by Zuska. Ball was bouncing, but it gets in his hands.
And now, of course, eating away at that clock. Just keep chewing. And punt there by Zuska to midfield. And Pinho off the back end. Oh, you don't want to see him down.
Nah, yeah, it looks like he's getting right back up. Just got the wind knocked out of him right there. Physical header at the midfield line. Be a free kick for St. Joe's, though.
So I don't even know if he meant to try to get that foul, but it's in their favor, so they'll get another goal kick here.
Yep, just about closing on 11 minutes left to go in the game. Once again, St. Joe's up 2-1 against Piscataway.
Beautiful kick pin, and Tim hit off the chest, and now trying to keep it in, and they're going to call it against Nuns. Excuse me.
Belichick.
Naz. Belichick, it was a shove in the back.
Yeah, and
now the ball placement. And, yep.
The fans going after the refs, if you can hear it over the broadcast. Absolutely no mercy from the St. Joe's parents.
And I don't blame them. I mean, this game, definitely a lot of questionable calls in the first half. They missed. So I don't blame them about those yells and screams right there. Definitely a lot of them they could have had, just didn't go their way. And now Pinho comes out, and Armin in for Pinho.
Yeah, Armin, the midfielder. Definitely a more defensive player than Pinho, so it's clear the strategy that St. Joe's is going with right now. As the throw-in is in for Piscataway, and Algier will head it right out.
And they kick it in. A great play there by number 8. And great job by Nuns. And a push
And Nuns
down
is shoved.
there. And we'll see what they'll do. I don't think he's going to have a call there.
Yeah, number 8 for Piscataway, Mudassir Ahmed, has been very physical this entire game. He has around 3 or 4 fouls against him so far, so
And we
I'm
do
sure the
know
refs-
that they're just trying to change the momentum, but if you just keep giving fouls, St. Joe's will take those opportunities.
yeah, and the refs are definitely keeping an eye on him for the rest of the game.
And if I'm not mistaken, that second goal that they did score was a foul against Piscataway. And as I was saying earlier, we've been saying all game, is that we always hoped that all these fouls would turn into something, and it did for St. Joe's. And just a quick out there by Nuns. So Dennis and Elizondo, and the next whistle will check in.
Yeah, and like I said, Elizondo would not be out for long, and he was only out for maybe 5 minutes. And the shot is wide. That'll be a goal kick for St. Joe's.
So goal kick as Dennis and Ethan Elizondo check in here. Tim and Ray will come out. Goal kick here from Ethan Federico. And I don't think any of that defense, Naz has not come out in this game at all, and I don't blame Coach Rocca for not bringing them out. Very smart play. They've been playing really good.
Yeah, and I think Belichick only came out for maybe 5 or 6 minutes before. So, I mean, the defense has been playing great. Why would you take them out? Especially if they're not tired. So, that's exactly what Coach Rocca's doing right now. Piscataway with the interception. They'll be on the attack now.
And
Backway with the header.
that's a great play right there. When it's a 50-50 ball, you always want your taller guys. And there you go, Mbakwe using his height to his advantage. Getting that out of there.
And Nuns is going to clear it out the back. So that'll be a corner kick now for Piscataway. Real chance here. St. Joe scored on one before.
Now a chance for Piscataway. Corner kick here.
Kick is up. It's a high one. And St.
Header.
Joe's.
And now another one trying to get it out. Great job, Algier. Algier getting it out here, and now they keep with it right on the ground into the hands of Zuska.
And St. Joe's just has so much more height than Piscataway. Just bigger overall. So a lot of those corner kicks is going to be very tough to win for Piscataway. And Zuska with the punt there. Just about 6:40 left to go in the game. Piscataway has that much time to score, or else they will be eliminated from the GMC playoffs, and St. Joe's will move on.
So now Federico, goal kick. Not a goal kick, excuse me. A free kick. And had some questions to the ref about where the ball placement was. And a great kick. Dennis trying to get it here on that far wall, letting it go out, so they'll stay on it. Nuns on the far right side, the throw in here. Right to Armin. Armin to CJ. A nice move there, but turned over. And could be costly for St. Joe's. Here comes Piscataway.
Dangerous counterattack from Piscataway.
Grant. Good defensive play there. And blows right by Algier. Number 11 across there. Goes to nobody. Trying to get out. Great job.
Clear by Federico right there.
And that's why everybody loves him. And always is. Zuska's got to feel so comfortable when he's always back there. Great clear there. Nice head there by Charlie. Ethan, great physical play, and that's another questionable call there. I think he was just trying to. Closing in the last 5 minutes, and this is when the game gets really fun, really interesting. Could be a lot of fouls. There's already been a lot of fouls in this half, especially. Could be a lot of physical plays.
Dangerous free kick here. It's up. Cleared out by St. Joe's, still in possession of Piscataway.
And Charlie racing out there. And Armin, great play there. They'll stay on it, though.
Piscataway.
A kick and not on net. And now another change here. St. Joe's has actually made a lot of changes. I know they're just trying to have a lot of guys not get tired here. Is Dennis and Armin coming out. Tim.
And I like the strategy from Coach Roca there because
440. 440.
Oh.
Starting now. Start it.
If we sub,
Charlie with the throw in here. And a missed touch there. Yakov's had a fantastic game.
Yeah, but like I was saying before, I mean, all these substitutions for St. Joe's, there are about 14 or 15 starter-worthy players on this St. Joe's roster, so that's why they keep putting these substitutions in and out, because they need to get these players some playing time. And why have players get tired and get injured when you have players who are just as good sitting on your bench waiting to sub in for them? As good clear there by Bilicek. Just about 3:20 on the clock now. Piscataway getting real desperate. Could see the goalie get pulled. He's already up really far down the field to the 20-yard line.
Do they really do that in soccer? Because I know, of course, hockey does that. I don't know about lacrosse, but I didn't know they could pull the goal.
Yeah, I mean,
like that.
It usually is mainly on corner kicks. Well, they'll get the goalie in there just for an extra man, but it's always possible, especially in a winner go home situation like this. Oh, and a good play there, and Zuzka comes out and picks it up. 2:40 on the clock now. St. Joe's possibly 2.5 minutes away from advancing in the GMC playoffs. The punt is up. Piscataway. Pass to no one. Bilicek. That's going to be off Piscataway.
That's a great play.
An incredible play by the sophomore.
First, he got the all-ball, great slide tackle, and then right off the shin guard of one of the Piscataway players. So St. Joseph will get the throw in. It's Charlie. John Carlos settling the ball down, looking for a pass. Pass upfield.
And I mean, that's...
And great play. Elizondo keeping it in. Oh, wow. That's
Elizondo with a real
hustle.
chance now.
Elizondo.
And he'll rocket it out.
He's going to go right through the uprights.
But that time is going to keep rolling. So honestly, I mean, I know it didn't go to the back of the net, but that time's going to keep rolling. And that's really all St. Joe's should care about right now, is just keeping that clock moving.
Yeah, and if they can keep it in their offensive zone, I think we'll be able to escape this. They'll win here.
Yeah, 1:20 left, so Piscataway is really going to have one more chance at the goal if they can get down there. And they're going to head it out of bounds. So the winner of this game will play the winner of East Brunswick versus Woodbridge, which is East Brunswick is the 2 seed, Woodbridge is the 15 seed, and that game is also going on right now along with this game. Selak. Minute now on the clock. St. Joe's just trying to hold it. Smart plays by Selak.
Now the last minute, so we'll see what kind of pressure Piscataway brings here.
Some great clock management by St. Joe's, too. So another sub for St. Joe's, 48 on the clock.
Armin. Now they're putting their starters back in, but Jakob, frustration, doesn't look happy that he's out here.
1 minute. 1 minute on the clock.
Not sure why they asked the clock to be reset to 1 minute, because when the ball did go out, it was 48 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know, but
And no call there. Excuse me.
Gabe Matos did also check into the game for St. Joe's.
And now some pushing and shoving.
Great play by Grant there. Great header. And Mbakwe just looks exhausted out there. 25 seconds on the clock now.
And Mbakwe gets up, and just 15 seconds.
Yeah, and I'd imagine St. Joe's is going to take their time with this free kick. They're going to stop the clock.
And Mbakwe, oh my, you don't. If you're a St. Joe's fan, you really don't want to see this kid down.
I don't, to be fair, I don't think it's him being hurt or exhausted. I think he's just trying to take more time off that clock before the ref had to tell you to stop it, so.
That could be the chase, as we see. He's jogging off the field.
Great game there for CJ Mbakwe, too.
And now a kick here.
There's
There
the
you
free
go.
kick for St. Joe's.
Oh, Tim couldn't keep it in.
Goes right out of bounds.
But I think it's safe to say the St. Joseph Falcons are moving on to the next round. Final score here at the Brenner Family Field. St. Joseph 2 and Piscataway 1.
And like we said before, the winner will go on to play the winner of East Brunswick versus Woodbridge, and we will be broadcasting that game if Woodbridge does come out on top. So thanks for tuning in. Ben Chadwick,
Dylan Wojciechowski signing off.
we'll see you next time.